This is the weekly horoscope for Libra for the week of August 29th, 2022. Hello, my Care Bears. Show your love and support to your girl Marie by liking, subscribing, and sharing. Thank you for everyone who has. This week, I will not be doing daily horoscopes, so I can give you the following monthly horoscopes. Yes. Based on tarot and astrology. Yes. And then also weekly horoscopes as well for next week. So this is going to be a busy week with me doing the horoscopes, okay? So show your support, subscribe to the channel, help me grow so I can be seen by more people and get more viewerships. So this week, my fabulous Care Bears, the moon is conjunct with Mercury, sesquadrating, which means squaring, okay? Uranus. You benefit with the help from other people or helping hands. And also you need to be patient with other people. So expect delays and setbacks. This can be problems with dealing with social services. If you can get an advocate, get one, or HR, get somebody from HR or from your union rep to help you for your causes, because it will be more beneficial for you. Love relationships, especially long-term relationships where you want to get married. Don't push this person into marriage because you're not going to like the response that they're going to give you, because they can end up ending the relationship. You may have trouble maintaining a consistent path and direction for your goals in life right now. This can be a confusing time for you emotionally. Many possibilities present themselves to you now. You may have bouts of nervousness or anxiety. This could be business picking up and being very hectic. This could be career being very, very busy now because all the kids are back at school. You may have bouts of nervousness. Like I said, I feel for some of you, you could have like an existential crisis going on or a spiritual crisis going on. You don't know what to believe anymore, or just a lot of self-realizations or epiphanies are happening at this time. So this could be like a really confusing time. This could also be for some of you, depends what's going on with your natal chart, an identity crisis that you are having, because for some of you, instead of like taking that Uranus in the 8th house and like pushing for your agenda, you're working on yourself, and there's like a lot of self-realizations during this time period. Okay, so this could be like an emotional transformation happening. Your relationships on Tuesday with women become more intense. You tend to be the subject of emotional control and a lack of objectivity. You will be more independent and self-reliant after all is said and done because of these self-realizations with these people in your life. This week, you can be asked to work extra hours, or this could be a situation where people are running late on Tuesday to come into work, and you end up having to not be able to go to certain appointments or not be able to go to certain family events. So expect delays in that sense, where certain things are going to be out of your control. Also, not everyone is going to be on board with your plans or ideas or want to help you, like change your schedule and shift. So, it could be very difficult. Or if you work in a school project or a group project, you may find that others tend to ignore your plans or your ideas or poo-poo on them and start debating you over them. You may find it hard to get along with the women in your life. Feelings may make you uncomfortable. You may feel dissatisfied with yourself in some way. You tend to get along with those in authority or those who are older than you, and you tend to want to be around the older crowd, or you want to hang around older family members. Then on Wednesday, be careful with your generosity and your giving energy, because now you're delving into bread of shame. So you're going to have a lot of lessons with your giving energy, because you got to make sure that you're giving for the sake of giving and not giving for the sake of wanting, climbing on somebody's coattails, wanting to give something free to somebody famous because you want your stuff to be seen, that kind of thing. Or, just like giving with an agenda. If you're giving with an agenda, then it's going into bread of shame. So therefore, you're attracting a lot of parasites to you at this time. For some of you, talk is super cheap at this time. Seeing is damn believing. Flattery will get you everywhere with you, which is not going to be helpful to you. So be careful with that, with this energy, because you can be doing a lot for free because somebody's like, da 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 da, so be careful with that, or telling you things that you want to hear at this time. Also, you're super creative and you tend to think outside the box because you're using your imagination or your creativity a little bit more than usual. So this is a great time for problem solving. This is like a busy time for you. You have a chance to get a clearer picture of where you're headed in life. It is a good time for decision making. This is a good time for business. There's lots of communications and errands going around. You may be more opinionated now, and you tell it like it is, and you don't hold back at this time because Chiron is in retrograde in your seventh house. So you tend to be more analytical in your way of thinking at this time, and you tend to be more honest in your speech, and you just don't give how other people feel because you're more busy and more concerned about expressing yourself and getting your voice heard at this time. Also, this is a sign that you are overlooking important ideas coming from others. So at the same time, you're not listening and you're not processing what this person's saying. So everybody just wants to be heard at this time. So there is no resolution at this time because everybody's too busy trying to be right. Okay, so this is not the best energy time. You can, if you want to bend the ego, try to be more empathetic at this time and try to put yourself in other people's shoes. Listen a little bit more. Picture yourself in that person's shoes, okay? That kind of thing. Then on Thursday, you have a kite energy happening with the 12th house of subconscious and self-undoing, the 2nd house of money and self-worth, the 6th house of daily routine and pets, and the 8th house of equinox, death, aliens, lie detectors, etc., 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 taboos. Change is happening. Certain obstacles may no longer apply. This is a good time for reflection and for attending to what you have left unfinished. You are more about other people's problems. Your problems tend to get resolved. You can feel a connection with source, and you love being in service to other people. You can be going on a spiritual retreat or more invested in your spirituality. You can be reevaluating your relationships and how much you do for others. You're still intimidated to speak up or say something to others rather than confronting them. You rather avoid them. Somebody can be getting to know somebody and feeling a great connection towards someone new in your life. For others of you, this is a great time for love relationships, and the lines of communications are very much open to for others and for yourself, and this is a great time to get your flirt on or to mingle when you're single, or you could be talking to friends and family and forming a deeper connection and bond with them in some kind of way. I feel also this could be news of a wedding engagement or a party, an important party could be coming up at this time as well. Then on Friday, you manage reasonably well in a stable, predictable routine. It makes you happy, bubbly, and optimistic. You really come alive and are in your element, and you can be periodically playful and wanting to be a little bit zany or a little bit wild. Children can bring out the best in you by evoking your inner child. Exploring many kinds of music, dance, or theater may be an interest of yours. You're very original in your way of thinking, or other people are relying on you more than usual. And along you do your own thing, or you can be excited about being in control of your situation or being put in a leadership position and calling the shots. You are more about your freedom, and you are no longer under certain people's rules and off doing your own thing and loving this newfound freedom that you have for yourself at this time. The first card I come up with is the Devil card. For some of you, this could be endings coming up at this time. For others of you, this could be going back. If you quit being lit for a while and being toki-toki, you could be going back to being toki-toki because of stress and things that are out of your control at this time. So you can be delving into your bad habits with this energy. For others of you, you can be more about your social life and putting off your responsibilities at this time. So be careful of your spending with this energy as well. For others of you, you can be obsessed with someone or something at this time with this energy. For some of you, I feel like this could be someone in your life that is a bit of a control freak and trying to get you and it's very manipulative and controlling and trying to control you. So you could be having some power struggles like me in this camera. The 10 of Cups, I feel like for some of you, the focus is on family this week, and your perspective and outlook on life is going to be changing as well with this energy. For others of you, this could be you just being happy, bubbly, and optimistic at this time because you are more about your social life and you are very indulgent at this time. And of course, it's Labor Day weekend, so why not? So this is a fun energy time as well. I feel for some of you, this is everything that you want falling into place this week. This is goals happening at this time. The Three of Swords, I feel like for some of you, this could be traveling. Certain things are going to be added. Certain decisions are going to be coming up. You could be ending something at this time. And it's not going to impact just you, but other people around you are going to be impacted by the decisions or the turn of events that are going to be transpiring this week. Okay, so for some of you, you could have a falling out with other people, with family members, and you may not be on speaking terms with them for a while because Mercury's in Libra at this time, and then Mercury goes into retrograde. So this is not going to be the easiest energy time for you with them. So there's some kind of separation happening. For some of you, this could be getting a divorce this week with this energy as well. The King of Cups, you can be dealing with a dominating person or somebody that has addiction issues at this time, or this could be dealing with your boss at this time, and your boss could be giving you ultimatums with this energy. Or for some of you, it could be a situation with a group or organization or the church affiliated with, and you could be walking out of it because this person is being possessive of your relationship with you or with your time, and is also being a manipulator. So this is not the easy time for you with dominating people. So things can get way out of hand. The King of Wands, I feel like with this person here that you are dealing with someone that is stubborn and stuck in their ways of thinking. And like I said, with the astrology, this is somebody, everybody wants to be right at this time, and nobody wants to listen to each other, and nobody wants to be empathetic because everybody thinks they know what's best. Okay, so everybody wants to be right. So it could be a situation like that going on, or it could be a situation where it's change, and some people don't like change, period, and somebody could be fighting the changes that are happening around them. The Chariot card, there could be a victory coming up at this time, a win happening with this energy as well, success coming to you this week. The Four of Cups, I feel like you could be sitting on your hands about certain things going on in your life. You may not be so quick to make decisions at this time. You can be a little bit more cautious with this energy as well. I feel like for some of you, you can be feeling left out of things that other people are doing at this time, or for some of you, you could be denied certain things. For some of you, you could be reevaluating your career direction, and this could be even thoughts of going back to school during this time period. For some of you, you may want to get a second opinion at this time because you're not making the best choices for yourself this week, or somebody in your life may not be making the best choices, and you could be trying to guide and steer this person onto the right path. But there's only so much you can do before you have to let this person go and let them make their own decision. I feel like for some of you here, you're trying to connect with certain people in your life, and it may not be working out for you. You're trying to have more of a spiritual connection with certain people as well, and it may not be going your way. Oh my God, this camera. The Ace of Swords, your perspective and outlook on life can be changing for the better this week as well. This could also be business picking up at this time. I think it's time for me to get a new stand. Okay. This could also be a time period here where business can be picking up for you with this energy. So there could be some more business coming your way as well. I feel like also this is clarity happening for you this week. I feel for some of you, this is using your intellect. For others of you, you can be making right decisions at this time. For some of you, you see the reality of certain situations and you're cutting through the confusion of things, and you can be calling certain situations before they happen. But that doesn't mean that everybody's going to listen to what you say or heed your advice, okay? For others of you, you can be a perfectionist when it comes to your career with this energy, or you could be very detailed oriented and very specific, or you could be a stickler for the rules at this time as well, and making sure that everything is perfect or everything is updated and up to par. The Knight of Wands, I feel like for some of you here, this could be dealing with the social media, and this could be a great time for seeing your new project being displayed on social media and having a great following or getting a lot of likes at this time with this energy. The Nine of Swords does deal with depression. for some of you, and you can be going through it emotionally at this time, because emotionally this could be a confusing time for you. The Magician card, you can be dealing with a manipulative person or a liar. A lot of things are going to come to fruition for you at this time, okay? So this is a beautiful energy time. I feel like for some of you, you could be getting a confidence boost at this time, and you could be showing off your new hair did or what have you. But a lot of the things that you want are happening this week. They're falling into place this week. For some of you, this could be going on a spiritual journey this week, or a spiritual retreat. For others of you, you can be learning a new language this week as well. So this is an interesting time period. The Death card does bring about changes coming up for you. There's a purging happening. So whoever, whatever has to leave your life, let them leave your life. You can be dealing with separation and loss at this time. For others of you, this could be thoughts of the past. This could be missing people who have passed on or are no longer in your life for whatever reason. And you could be thinking about those people. For others of you, this could be you psychically connected to a crush, or psychically connected to your ex, and you two are thinking about each other, but nobody's going to reach out to each other, okay? So there's no contact and no communication here, but you two are psychically thinking of each other and picking up on each other's energy, okay? I feel for others of you, you're not ready to let go of certain things at this time with this energy, and you're kind of hanging on to the past, or you're kind of hanging on to certain things and trying, of course, like a Care Bear does, try to see it all the way through, because the Care Bears need to know, how does the book end? How does the story end? So you're still attached to your emotional attachments, and you're not ready to move on from certain situations in your life, because you need to know, you need to see it all the way through. I feel like for some of you, this could be dealing with resentment from the past, and you're probably still angry about the past at this time. So it could also be that going on too, as well, and dealing with like a lot of resentment. The Tower card, certain things are going to be out of your control. For better or for worse, energy is energy, but there are certain things now that are going to be out of your control that you have no control over this week. So know that. For some of you, this can be traveling coming up. Okay, and for others of you, this can be a job transfer happening. This can be a purchasing of a house. This could be traveling to a different state or country, or moving to a different state or country as well. The Hermit card, loneliness. Okay, listen to your intuition. You can be receiving wisdom and advice from spirit world at this time, and some really beautiful epiphanies can come out at this time that you want to share with others. But the thing is, it was for you, so you may not be able to repeat it exactly how you saw it. For some of you, you need to be careful with your escapist tendencies, delving into drugs at this time, because you can be going a little bit too hard at it, you know, and it's gonna cause a lot of confusion. Or it could be it could be like a situation, you know, like if you do like too much shrooms. I know people that done this, and you do too much shrooms, and then your reality becomes warped, and then you don't see things clearly. And this could be the same with your medication, where it's kind of like warping your reality and stuff, and so you don't like remember things as, you know, you have your truth, the other person has their truth, and then somewhere is the truth kind of situation going on. But I feel like somebody is doing too much drugs, where it's like their reality, or maybe alcohol, you know, and their reality is not the reality of the situation, okay? So their story may not make any sense to you. And unfortunately, there's nothing you could do about that when other people's stories are not making sense. But you just got to be like, okay. And then also you could be dealing with somebody that is just like a little bit of a liar, you know, and they want to believe what they want to believe, and there's nothing you can do about it. You could like pull up your receipts, and that's about it, you know. I feel for some of you, this could be making business plans this week with this energy, taking online classes for some of you as well. The Six of Swords, your new normal is coming up here. With this energy, there's going to be difficulties for some of you in traveling, so be careful with traveling. For others of you, you're delving into your spirituality this week. This is a great time for journalism with this energy as well. The King of Coins. I feel like for some of you here, that's a great time for life coaches or spiritual entrepreneurs. That could be going on as well, like other psychics. You know, you could be starting your own business endeavor. So this is a great time for that. Online endeavors, a great time for that this week with this energy. The Six of Coins. For some of you, you're very generous at this time and very giving with your time and energy and going above and beyond for other people in your life. Again, be careful with delving into the bread of shame. For some of you, you can be preparing for your taxes. I know in Europe, they're preparing for their taxes right about now, or getting ready to. For some of you, this is a great time for accounting with this energy. So this is a great week for getting your money situation in order, getting your ducks in a row, you know, making sure that all your like legalities or responsibilities with money is taken care of at this time. The Six of Cups, I feel like certain obstacles are going to be removed from your life at this time as well with this energy. Let me see. The Eight of Swords, I feel like for some of you, you can be going through it emotionally. Again, dealing with resentment and past hurts, not over certain things, wanting revenge on certain people because, you know, they ruined your life in some kind of way or manner. Or this could be like dealing with family and inheritance and them being like lying and stuff like that about inheritance with this energy as well. The Five of Wands, I feel for some of you here that this could be on the job training. This could be arguments happening at this time and bringing up the past. Okay, so it may not be the easiest time for communications, but at the same time, you're tolerating, you know, with the sixes is like Libra energy, being diplomatic, but also what's the flip side of Libra? Being controlling, having power struggles, you know, demanding, you know, sometimes a sense of entitlement here with this energy. So I would be careful with this because somebody's arguing with you and rehashing the past. And right now, and you know, I think it's kind of correlating with the astrology. Nobody wants to be right at this. Everybody wants to be right at this time. So there's no point in arguing with anybody when everybody wants to be right. You know, a lot of people, you know, this could be fighting with children at this time, adult children, and they could be bringing up their difficult childhood with you and blaming you for things, you know, during this time period and feeling resentful towards you with this energy. For others of you, this could be your children this week having a difficult time with school or any kind of new adjustments they have to make in their life at this time. You know, it may not be the easiest time for them emotionally, so know that. So they could be going through it emotionally this week and having a difficult time adjusting to their new school or things like that, okay? I do feel like for some of you that, you know, it's very hard for you to change at this time with the cup cards. So this could be dealing with like resentment at this time with this energy. The Knight of Coins, the mind on the money and the money on the mind. This could be dealing with inheritance, business picking up, some kind of financial windfall could be coming to you this week with this energy as well. Again, some kind of money incentive, tips, that kind of thing can be happening. Or this could be money owed to you and you getting paid back the money that was owed to you. The Eight of Wands says good news is coming in, but also talks of traveling during this time period. Let me see. I'm not playing with this camera. This camera's being difficult. So this is like traveling coming up for some of you. For some of you, this is a move happening because of work at this time, so you could be closer to your job. For some of you, let me see what else. This could be a promotion coming up for you. The Page of Wands, I feel like for some of you here, this is throwing yourself into your career. So this could be a lonely time period. So you may want to find people who are like-minded. You are going through transformations at this time. You're very revolutionary in your way of thinking with this energy. I feel also some people might be thinking that you're trying to gun for their job at this time with this energy as well. I feel like you can be having a second childhood. So this could be a fun energy time for you. There's a lot of confusion around you at this time. With this energy. For some of you, you're romanticizing your relationships, especially with people that you had a falling out with and you're romanticizing those relationships at this time, and there's still like a lot of water under that bridge. And I feel like this is somebody that you're reconnecting with recently because of Mercury and Libra, so pay attention to that, because by the time Mercury goes retrograde in September, you know, you may have lessons with this person. Okay, so this could be like rehashing the past with this person. The Empress card, don't rest on your laurels at this time. Continue working hard for what you want with this energy. I feel like for some of you, this is regret. This is buyer's remorse at this time. This is climbing the social hierarchy, or this is climbing the corporate ladder at this time. For some of you, you can be dealing with dominating people this week with this energy, so be careful with them. They're just, your best bet is to just avoid them or ignore them at this time, and try not to give them too much energy or stay out of their way. I feel like for some of you, you can be reaching out to an old friend with this energy. For others of you, this could be realizing your dreams you've had for a long time coming to fruition at this time. So things that you wanted since childhood are coming to fruition. I feel like this is a great time for negotiations, and dealing with resolutions can be coming up this week as well, and getting along better with other people. So second chances with relationships can happen. Trust issues can be happening here. You can be suspicious with others. Maybe you didn't like how the apology ended, or you didn't like how things, like you could apologize with somebody and reconcile, but at the same time, you don't feel like it was a good apology. You don't feel like they were sincere. You don't, you know, you feel like they may have been giving you like lip service, and you're like, I'm not convinced, but whatever. Okay. I feel like for some of you, you can feel like other people in your life are taking advantage of you. You can be intimidated by other people as well, like people at work, and they could be intimidating, and you don't know how to say no to them. This could also be dealing with friends or family, and you don't know how to say no to them, and you allow them to take advantage of you. So it could be that. For others of you, you may not like the changes that are coming up at this time. So this could be resisting change. This could be getting retribution at this time, or karma happening around you to somebody that you don't like, and you could be happy about it. I feel for others of you, avoiding changes at this time. For some of you, I would be careful with dealing with other people, especially the naughty people in your life, because if you had a sheltered childhood, they're going to take advantage of you this week and use you. I feel for some of you, you can be invested in other people's drama at this time. For others of you, I feel like you're scared to ask other people out, or you're scared of being rejected and hurt by other people, so you're not very open to making friends at this time, or asking for things that you want at this time with this energy, which is not good, because other people are going to take advantage of that, you know. And so I would speak up. For others of you, you're very protective of your money at this time. You could be starting a savings account, or changing your password, or getting more like a secure loan or something to really protect your assets at this time. I feel like you're a perfectionist, and you're putting too much pressure on yourself with this energy. You could overwork yourself and have a nervous breakdown, so I would be really careful with that, and try to relax more and go more with the flow. I do feel like you're very ambitious at this time. I do feel like at this time that this could be with the social media. This could be a great time for social media. You can be getting monetized on the social media with this energy. For some of you, this can be finding love online this week with this energy as well. I love you, my Care Bears, and have a fabulous week. Kisses.